I would love to know more about you and also for the audience to kind of get to know you. So my first question for you is, what got you into foresight? Like what intrigued you? What made you, gravitate towards it?
Yeah. Well, I was doing my master's degree, and I was asked to be on a panel of the state of Vermont, it's in the United States, on the future of education.
Mm.
They wanted one teacher, one principal, one graduate student, and I was, one this and that to study it. And so they were going to meet in a ski lodge. Now, I'm a poor graduate student, so a
Right.
fancy ski lodge in Vermont, I mean, that's Valhalla. Of course, the answer is yes. And so then I ended up, and then they sent me a box of Xeroxes of people like from Buckminster Fuller, Herman Kahn, Alvin Toffler, people I had never heard about. This is 1970. This is December 1970. And after 3 hours of reading, I got up from where I was sitting. I couldn't believe I sat there for 3 hours reading one paper after another. Here's the most interesting stuff I'd ever read in my life. Now, then they had us learn a whole bunch of futures methods to apply it to the future of education of the state of Vermont. Okay. While that was going on, it dawned on me that all these futures methods were ways to take vast amount of information and package it to make a decision. I said, well, education should have something to do with that. So I figured, okay, I would take the methods and turn them into teaching techniques. And one simple example, without going into much detail, one technique is called a cross-impact analysis. You take different trends or different future events and you list them down a column on one side and then repeat the same ones across the top. And then say, how can event number one affect event number two? So it's an organized way to ask the interdependent questions of the future. That's the idea. Now, so I said, well, heck, you can apply that to education, say biology. You put down all the main biological systems of the body, the respiratory system, the skeletal system, and then repeat them across the top and say, how can this system have a positive and negative effect on this one? And so in one chart, you've got the interdependency of the human body. So from that, I developed a national reputation on the futures of education stuff, and then that got me into general futures. So it started with education.